Dr. Elena Kuchera is proud to serve her hometown.
I grew up in McPherson. I was born here at the hospital. I went to high school here. Some people might remember me better as Elena Wallace. I just love the McPherson community. It's home for me. I love getting to see familiar faces at the dental office. I just have such an appreciation for McPherson, so I'm very grateful to get to serve the McPherson community. I'm Dr. Elena Kuchera, and I'm ready to see you in McPherson, Buhler, and Inman. McPherson Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
Hi there, it's Dr. Logan Shetler from Lyons Medical Center. Did you know that all 5 of our Rice Community Healthcare doctors, including myself, deliver babies right here in Lyons? I'm proud to say that last year we delivered over 100 babies at the Family Birth Center at Rice County District Hospital. Our birth center isn't just a place for expectant mothers, it's a dedicated space with birthing suites for the whole family. Your experience, as well as your baby's first breath, matters greatly to me.
If you're searching for assisted living for your loved one that offers personalized health programs, freedom from cooking, and a safe and secure environment, visit Sunflower Terrace by Bethany Village in Lindsborg, Kansas. Whether your loved one seeks full independence or needs a little assistance day to day, you should explore the affordable options at Sunflower Terrace in Lindsborg by Bethany Village. Experience the art of living.
Protect what matters most with Kansas Central Services Insurance. Our team prioritizes your protection, peace of mind, and budget, ensuring you have the coverage you need when you need it. Kansas Central Services, now located on the east side of the square in Lyons and online at insurekansas.net.
Each and every day, WIFCO steel products are trusted to provide access and infrastructure for a wide range of purposes. For more info on what WIFCO can do for you, go to wifcosp.com. WIFCO Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
Smoky Hills Rock 95.5.
Well, we wiped up the last 43 seconds off the clock as I was expecting to have that. To give you the starting lineups, brought to you by Act 360 Insurance, here to partner in your legacy. Contact agents Darren Eddy or Cody Moores in Inman. Smoky Valley starting with Christian Ryan, Braylon Olson, Brock Gingler, Ty Heinschmidt, and Atticus Pavlovich. For Lyons, they will start with Quantick Hamilton, Tegan Link. They also have Detrell Stanley, Paco Espinoza, and the final starter is Argenis Montanez for Lyons. Christian Ryan on the inside created a little separation, and a shot is up and good for Christian as Smoky Valley won the toss, and we're into this contest. 2-0 lead for the Vikings early on. Lyons basketball out top. This is Stanley with it, and they get it back to Stanley. 3 top of the key for him, off to the right missing, and the rebound taken out.
There was no way he could have caught that. I'm sure he was throwing to the corner.
Olson up across half court to the left side now. Goes to Pavlovich with a skip back to Olson on the right elbow. He gets it back to Atticus. Along 2 this time with a foot on the line, and it's nothing but net for Atticus Pavlovich. 5 first half points for Atticus, and it's a 15-point lead for Smoky Valley. Timeout called by Coach Reyes and the Lions. 27-12 the score, 4:20 to play first half. We'll take 30 seconds. This is coverage of midseason tournament presented by HCC on Ad Astra Radio.
Even though I've moved out of state, I can still bank locally with Farmer State Bank using my online services. I use all of the electronic options.
Delicious banana bread muffin topped with cinnamon streusel from your locally owned Scooters Coffee. Scooters Coffee, amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scooters Coffee in Hutchinson, McPherson, Salina, and Abilene. Smoky Hills Rock 95.5.
4:20 to play first half. Smoky Valley up to a 27-12 lead on Lyons. Doug, the Lyons girls picked up a win, didn't they?
They did. It was a close on the stretch and get the victory to take 7th place.
50-41 over Trinity Catholic. Here come the Lions out of the timeout. An open 3 from the right side missing for Anthony Ventura. Long rebound to Braylon Olson for Smoky Valley. Olson bringing it up across half court. Back out top for Pavlovich. Atticus to the bounce pass. Right side back to Olson. Well, hesitation. Couple dribbles right side. Ball's tipped out there by Montanez, but back to Gingler. Olson has it back. Bounces back to Gingler. Right elbow. Pavlovich back to Olson. He fakes. Drives baseline. Braylon turns. Back to Chandler Reed on the right lane line.
Rock 95.5.
Hi, I'm Josh French, owner of Tallgrass Turf Solutions in McPherson. We provide expert lawn receives the utmost care. Trust our experienced professionals at Tallgrass Turf Solutions.
Advantage in the Vikings with 6 of 9 from the floor and here in as the Smoky up 40 Kingman game, but selling after 3. Kingman down and didn't make the putback.
Picking was but not more.
Lions basketball out to Espinosa with it. With a pass under the Stanley, but then Stanley could control it. It was out of bounds back to Smoky Valley. Third for Lions.
If Lions will make a comeback, they're going to have to take advantage of the opportunities like that where they had a chance at the basket down low.
So Olsen on the right side now for the Vikings. Back to the left side of the grip. Titus over the right. Schmidt steps back. He wants an explanation, or if he's just trying to get his team to get back going in the right direction. A 3 from the corner is in for Detrell Stanley. That's his first 3 of the game, and his 15th of the season. It's down to a 4-point game at 38-34. Right now, a 10-0 run for the Lions, and trying to get a steal out here on top. A jump ball was forced by Detrell Stanley against Braylon Olsen. Brian Gingler coming back into the game here for Smoky Valley. As I'm not real sure who he's coming in for yet. He'll come in for Titus Griffith. Yeah, Griffith slowly comes out of the game here for Smoky Valley. Actually, now Smoky Valley only has 4 on the floor. And Doug Schneider's like, Atticus, go in.
Yeah,
Atticus
you got to play with 5.
Yeah. So the Vikings of the basketball. Pavlovich has it on the right side. Back over to the wing to Merrick Anderson. He's got a size mismatch up and takes advantage of it, lays it in, and then a flop called on Ventura. Merrick Anderson with his first basket of the game ends a 10-0 Lions run, and the Vikings get back out by 6. The minute 45 to play third quarter.
Boy, that's a play you don't see called very much, is that flop, and they're explaining it to the scorers table now to let them know what's going on. I got a score here for you from Preston, Dusty. At Mound Ridge 33, Sacred Heart 12 at halftime. Sacred Heart 13-0 on the season, down by 21 to Mound Ridge in the boys game.
Lions basketball now as Hamilton has it out top and gets called for a carry. It's turnover there for the Lions. It's still spotty, it looks like, on the video stream. We just want to apologize for the technical difficulties on that. We've really used all the resources we can here tonight.
Yeah.
So
over at the college gym, Southeast of Saline with a 12-point lead at halftime, 19-7 over Hugoton. I'm surprised at the low score in that one.
Yeah, for sure. Atticus Pavlovich out to Heitschmidt, now to Gingler, over to Braylon Olsen. Olsen, it's a screen out top from Heitschmidt. Braylon back out to Pavlovich. Atticus back out to Merrick Anderson. Left side now to Gingler. Gingler back to Pavlovich. 1:04 to play third quarter. 40-34 the score. Feeding inside now Merrick Anderson trying to go up, and a foul was called on Link. He felt he had all ball there. And it was called on Teagan, his first. 2 free throws coming up here for Merrick Anderson. 59 seconds left in this third quarter. Smoky Valley with a 6-point lead. Merrick's free throw is off the back iron missing. He's got another one coming up. Merrick, a 78% free throw shooter on the season coming into the game. Olsen checking out. Burgart back in for the Vikings. Another free throw here for Merrick Anderson. And Smoky Valley led by as many as 14 on a couple occasions here early in the second half. Second free throw for Anderson bounces off the mark. Rebound tapped out by Lincoln. Espinoza has it for Lions. So Merrick goes 0 for 2 on that trip to the free throw line for the Vikings. Dribbling right lane line as Espinoza lost it, and then it's saved back in by Hamilton. They say off of Gingler, out of bounds. It'll stay here with Lions.
Lions catches a break right there, as that could have gone either way.
Inbound play on the baseline for the Lions as they get it out deep. Hamilton left side, Espinoza back into the corner for Stanley. He fires a 3. That's off the mark on the back side of the right block. Rebound to Merrick Anderson. Anderson looking up ahead, and Pavlovich can't control the pass this time. It's out of bounds in the near corner and back to Lyons.
Had an open lane to drive, too, and got in a hurry and lost control of the basketball.
So the Lions with the basketball on the left side. This is Espinoza back out top to Stanley. Espinoza feeds baseline. A floating runner misses for Ventura. Espinoza has the offensive rebound and a foul on the floor called on Smoky Valley. It's on Atticus Pavlovich, his second. Team foul number 4 on Smoky Valley here in this third quarter. 22.8 on the clock in the third. The inbound goes to Espinoza. Pavlovich knocked the ball out of his hands. And then what do we have?
Jump ball.
A jump ball. So the possession will stay here with Lyons again on the alternating arrow.
Espinoza rubbing his eye, may have caught a finger in the eye accidentally.
Hamilton off the inbound, left side to Espinoza, back into the corner. Ball knocked out by Heitschmidt. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Stanley and back to Smoky Valley.
Good defense there by the Vikings on the baseline to create that turnover from Stanley.
Heitschmidt on the defense there, and Stanley lost it. Burgart has it out top with 9 seconds left in the quarter. Pavlovich back out to Gingler. Brock drives into the corner, step back. Heitschmidt fakes, then he lost it, tips it back over to Pavlovich. 3 on the way at the buzzer, way off balance and almost win anyway, but it does not this time for Atticus. We're at the end of the third quarter, 40-34 in favor of Smoky Valley. Fourth quarter coming up in 60 seconds. This is coverage of midseason tournament weeks presented by Hutch CC on Ad Astra Radio.
Locally owned and rooted in agriculture, Terra Financial Crop Insurance knows farming. With hands-on experience, they're invested in protecting your fields and future. Call Ryan Buznitz in Mound Ridge and McPherson today. Terra Financial, growing security, one field at a time.
Smoky Valley Bakery invites you to stop in and treat yourself to some of the best baked goods around. Locally owned and made from scratch from their kitchen to yours. Smoky Valley Bakery, 118 South Main Street in Lindsborg. Smoky Valley Bakery in Lindsborg.
Exciting news, McPherson. The Cedars is now proud to be part of the Blue Stem community family. That means the same trusted care with even more resources, more connection, and more possibilities. Whether you're looking for independent living, assisted care, or skilled services, the Cedars continues to be your homegrown choice, now stronger than ever as a Blue Stem community. Live well with the Cedars, now part of the Blue Stem community.
Smoky Hills Rock 95.5.
Welcome back in from Sterling, the fifth place boys game at the Sterling Invitational, where Smoky Valley holds a 40-34 lead on Lyons. Vikings will have the ball to start the fourth quarter, and they move left to right as Braylon Olson brings it across the timeline. Burgard out top for Pavlovich. Pavlovich lost it. It looked like he just handed it off, and he just lost it there. And the steal for Lyons up the floor, Hamilton, and Pavlovich compounds the issue and comes over and fouls Hamilton with a chance at a three-point play. Hamilton's in double figures for the second time this season. He has 11, and it's 40-36 with a chance to cut it down to a one-possession game.
That was a great job by Stanley to cause the defense to commit to him where he could bounce it off to Hamilton for the easy layup.
So Hamilton at the line for the three-point play, and it rolls in for him. We have a substitution coming in. Ty Heitschmidt. Hamilton now with 12, and it's 40-37 Smoky Valley. So there's a three-point play there to start the fourth quarter for the Lions. Braylon Olson coming the other way. Right side, Burgart lobs underneath for Christian Ryan, tries the reverse, gets a little position under there, and somehow is able to power it through off the glass and into the rim.
You called that exactly. How did he make that shot? My goodness.
Christian Ryan, 42-37 Smoky Valley, shot in the middle of the lane, Link missed, but he got his own rebound on the baseline, trying to feed back inside. Ryan tips it out and then tips it back to his teammate Olson in the near corner. 6'8" frame helping a lot on that play as well for Christian. Cross half court is Burgard on the right side for Smoky Valley. Looking into the lane, the ball tipped out by Link. Top of the key to Braylon Olson. 42-37, Vikings with a 5-point lead. Brock Gingler left side, baseline to Heitschmidt. Follow-away shot, grazed a little bit of net, and that's it. Rebound in the middle of the lane for Ventura for Lyons. Lions with the basketball. Hamilton a three from the corner. He knocks it down, nothing but net. Quanick Hamilton's having an outstanding game. By my count, he's not missed yet. He's 6 for 6 and 2 for 2 from three, 1 for 1 at the free throw line. 42-40, Smoky Valley's lead is down to 2. Gingler has it to Burgart on the right side. Burgart back into the corner for Olsen. Braylon fires a three. That one misses. Rebound tapped out long. Olsen tracks it down for Smoky Valley. Back into the corner. Burgart lobbing underneath. Wide open. Heitschmidt layup in. Nice assist from Caleb. Heitschmidt now with 12. And the Vikings lead by 4 again, 44-40. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll go ahead and take it as well. 6:04 to play in the game. 4-point Viking lead. Back in 30 seconds. This is coverage of midseason tournament weeks presented by Hunt CC on Ad Astra Radio.
The Frigid Temps has Pools Plus set up at the Wichita Home Show January 30th through February 1st at Century 2. The first spa sale of the year, and you will not be disappointed with the savings. Financing now available. You could be sitting in a new hot tub for as low as $100 a month. Come see Pools Plus at the Home Show January 30th through February 1st. Same great deals in store. Pools Plus, 21 East 1st in downtown Hutchinson.
Outdoor living doesn't start until you call us at Pools Plus.
Smoky Hills Rock 95.
6:04 to play in the game. Smoky Valley leading 44-40 over Lyons. As the Lions have the basketball, Hamilton on the baseline, pulling it back out in the near side wing. Ball's tipped out, and last touch by Braylon Olsen as he tipped it off of the pass from Hamilton. It flies out of bounds at the scorer's table on the near side. Thank more of our sponsors for the broadcast. Pools Plus, Mid-Kansas Credit Union, Bullseye Irrigation, People's Bank and Trust, the Pooh Squad, Terra Financial Crop Insurance, the Gerd Merchant, So Swedish, and Wave Tech Roofing. Paco Espinoza with a skip pass baseline to Link. Back over to the right side. Driving in is Stanley, and a foul out top called on the floor on Smoky Valley. Their first team foul of their second team foul of the fourth quarter. Pavlovich had the last one. That was his third. This is the second personal on Caleb Burgart. And a baseline inbound play. Stanley into the corner for Link. Back out Hamilton. Left side Espinoza. He's left wide open for three, and it's nothing but net. That cuts the lead down to 1. Paco Espinoza into double figures for the 12th time this year with 10. And it's 44-43. Viking basketball. Olsen has it. Back over to Burgart on the left wing. Caleb out top. Gangler right side Olsen. Heitschmidt had position for a second, but a good move by Link to close that out. Dribbling over to the left side, now over to Christian Ryan. Cut baseline, Heitschmidt catches, shoots, and scores, all basically in one motion. He knew he had about a split second to get that one up, and he did. 46-43 the score.
Good cut from the backside, got the perfect pass in.
Back the other way, a steal by Ryan. And that helps when you've been playing together for 4 years and, well, even more than that. Stepping in and taking a charge at the left block. Heitschmidt lowered the shoulder into the chest of Link. And Ty gets called for the offensive foul. His second of the game, 13th foul on Smoky Valley. And another turnover for the Vikings, giving it back to Lyons.
Link had really good position right there on the floor.
So it is.
I just realized they don't have their scoring boards working for them this afternoon, do they?
What's that?
The players and the scores on the big
They
boards.
were earlier. I don't know why they're not now. Espinoza goes into the corner for Link. He fires a three that missed everything, and then Pavlovich couldn't reel the rebound in, and out of bounds off of Atticus.
You get kind of spoiled if you have those present.
That just happened, I think, not long ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it was working. Inbound play, Espinoza off of a tip. He gets it back so he doesn't double dribble. He just kind of slowly reels it in. And a shot in the middle of the lane rolls in for Tegan Link. He's got 13. Back down to a 1-point Viking lead at 46-45.
Nice soft touch there by Link on that little baby hook.
Olsen on the right wing. A screen from Christian Ryan. Driving free throw line. He's hit from behind. Back over to Ryan. Christian drives inside. Adjusts, running layup miss, long rebound, goes into the corner, saved in, nice play by Ventura. Lions with the basketball and a chance to take the lead on this possession. Ventura's double teamed and cut off. Link goes, I think he was trying to pass, and then he kind of started falling to the side. He tried to rocket it into the corner for Stanley, and it ended up going off the rim and back out of bounds off of Link to Smoky Valley.
Yeah, definitely. He was trying to cross-court pass, and the rim got in the road.
Yeah, he's like his feet got tangled up.
How do you count that? That surely don't count that as a shot.
I'm not going to. We're going to be nice.
Okay.
I don't want to hurt his percentage. Olsen over to the left side now for Pavlovich. Back out top for Christian Ryan. Ryan back over to Olsen in the corner. Olsen spins off. Stanley has it back over to Pavlovich. Atticus driving into the lane. Follow-away shot to the right, missing. Rebound tipped around and taken out by Stanley. Lions with the basketball, still trailing by 1 in transition. An open 3 out top for Espinoza. Grazed a little bit in net. Rebound was saved in by Ventura, but right to Smoky Valley. Pavlovich up ahead to Olsen. Braylon pushing the floor. Gets it to Ryan out top. Christian on the drive. Pull-up jump shot off to the left, missing. Rebound goes again to Ventura. Smoky Valley has had opportunities, as has Lyons. Coming down the baseline. Pass whipped into the corner. Hamilton. Good again for 3. Quantic Hamilton has the hot hand for sure. Lyons leads by 2, 48-46. Timeout, Doug Schneider and Smoky Valley. 2:55 to play in the game. 48-46. Lions with the lead. And we are back in 30 seconds. This is coverage of midseason tournament weeks presented by Hutch CC on Ad Astra Radio.
Whether you need annual HVAC maintenance or a high-quality, energy-efficient Lennox system, the trusted team at Gearing Home Services is committed to quality HVAC service and is proud to be rated 4.9 stars on Google. The professional certified technicians at Gearing Home Services deliver affordable rates on Lennox systems backed by a full 10-year warranty and provide options for every budget. Choose Gearing Home Services in Mound Ridge for all your Lennox HVAC needs. GearingHomeservices.com since 1897. Come see what a century worth of knowledge and customer service can do.
Smoky Hills Rock 95.5.
Welcome you back in the Midway Motors broadcast booth. 2:55 to play in the ball game and a 48-46 lead for Lions off of a three-pointer by Quantic Hamilton. That three-pointer gave him a new career-high 18 points for Lions. Olsen has it over to the right side now for Christian Ryan. Back to Olsen. 2:44 to play in the game. Winner is the 5th place finisher here at the Sterling Invitational. Olsen with a couple dribbles over to Burgard on the left wing. Back inside to Ryan. Christian backing in on Espinoza. Turns, ducks, gets space, and lays it in. That is the 7th 20-point game of the season for Christian Ryan as he ties it up at 48 apiece. Lions basketball across half court. Stanley gets it over to Espinoza. Atticus is coming out now on Quantic Hamilton, not trying to let him get free. Bounce pass out to the top for Stanley. Over the left wing, not Espinoza. Christian giving him a little bit of space there. Espinoza with a crossover dribble on Ryan. Drives in, then he lost the ball out of bounds on his drive. I think he thought he was fouled. He didn't get a call, and it's out of bounds off of Espinoza. Back to Smoky Valley.
Big possession right here for both teams as we come down the stretch.
Tie ball game, just under 2 minutes to play in our 5th place game. Braylon Olsen across half court out top. Taking a couple dribbles. Olsen, he picks it up in a tough spot. He needs a little bit of help. And Ty Heitschmidt offers it to him over on the far left wing. Heitschmidt back to Ryan. Christian guarded by Espinoza, back over to Burgard. Caleb drives into the lane, adjusts. He's missing the shot, and then Ryan falls over Burgard on a putback attempt that was swatted out. Now we have a foul called on the inside, I think, on Lions.
Bodies all over the floor.
Yeah.
There were 2 Vikings, 2 Lions on the floor.
This foul was called on Quantic Hamilton, just his first, and just the first team foul on the Lions in this 4th quarter as well. That could come into play if Smoky Valley gets a lead here.
Yes, it could.
They'll have to foul a lot quicker, and the inbound play to Burgard. Nice speed into Heitschmidt. Ty lays it in. What a bounce pass right down to that left block for Ty Heitschmidt. He's got 16. 50-48 the score. Smoky Valley back up by 2.
Ryan and Heitschmidt working well inside, leading the way for the Vikings.
21 for Christian, 16 for Ty. Over to the right side, this is Tegan Link with it. Guarded by Ryan. A high dribble by Link. Gets it back to Hamilton. He turns to the official and wanted a foul call. Ty gets called for it out top. That's the 3rd team foul on Smoky Valley, and Heitschmidt with his 3rd personal. 1:04 left in the game. Smoky Valley leading by 2, 50-48. Inbound play on the near side coming for Anthony Ventura.
With only 3 team fouls, the Smoky Valley has one to give yet, too, that they could use in an opportune time. So using those fouls late in the ball game becomes very, very important.
Strategy is always interesting in game, and I see just so many teams that don't understand that part of it sometimes, but it is very important when you're trying to win ball games. Espinoza, 3 for the lead, bouncing off the mark from the left wing, and Braylon Olson goes high for the rebound.
Now, here's where you want to use a foul.
Yep, they'll start using those here as Espinoza picks up his first and just the second team foul there on the Lions. Just 46.9 on the clock, so there's an opportunity here if you can protect the basketball if you're Smoky Valley to take maybe a 6, 7, 8 seconds off the clock still without having to go to the free throw line. Inbound play, nice break here by Ryan to the near side. Ryan's kind of letting them free right now. They need to foul again. Espinoza comes out here on Olson. Smoky Valley able to use a lot of time here. Ball's knocked loose by Espinoza. Hamilton has it up to the rack, and he lays it in for the tie. Off the steal, Quantick Hamilton has the layup, and we're knotted up at 50. Wow. 31 and a half seconds remaining in the game. It's a 30-second timeout, I believe, or is it full? It's a full, so we'll take 30 here with 31 and a half. We're back after the break. This is Midseason Tournament Week, presented by Hutch CC on Ad Astra Radio.
At Health Equip, we are committed to bringing comfort to you and your home. That's why we specialize in health and mobility products designed to keep you feeling your best and living with ease. From CPAPs and BiPAPs to oxygen services and respiratory supplies, our full line of equipment is backed by friendly, knowledgeable staff ready to help find the right fit. Right now, enjoy 20% off our power mobility products and lift chairs. Find us at healthequip.com or visit us in Hutchinson, Newton, and McPherson. Health Equip, comfort, care, and a better way to live.
Smoky Hills Rock 95.5.
Lions getting a steal and Quantick Hamilton getting a bucket for the Lions to tie the game up at 50 apiece. It's been the Quantick Hamilton show here in the second half. He had just 2 points in the first half, but he is now 7 of 7 from the floor in the second half based on my notes, and 3 for 3 from 3. Made a free throw. 20 points for Quantick Hamilton here in this game this afternoon and into the evening.
And I think he's got 14 in the fourth quarter. Am I right on that?
No, he had 7 in the third quarter.
Okay.
So he has 11 in the fourth.
11 in the fourth, okay.
Yep. Inbound play to Braylon Olson with 28 seconds to play. If Doug Schneider and the Vikings can do it, he'll probably hold for the final shot here. You want to attack probably about 8 or 9 seconds and give yourself some time to get a bucket, and if you don't, you get a rebound. Olson has it with 14 seconds left. Over to Caleb Burgart on the left side wing. Down to 12 seconds. Burgart looking back over to Heitschmidt. Ty has it with 8 seconds on the clock. Ball tipped out. Burgart has it. Kicks it into the corner of 3 for Braylon Olson. Left short. Rebound Heitschmidt. Put back on the way. Misses off to the left, and the buzzer sounds. And we're headed to overtime. Couple good looks there for Smoky Valley, but none of them go. And we go to an extra frame. It's a 50-50 tie. We have 4 more minutes here from Sterling in the 5th place boys game at the Sterling Invitational. Lions 50, Smoky Valley 50. We're back in 1 minute from the Midway Motors broadcast booth. This is coverage of Midseason Tournament Weeks presented by Hutch CC on Ad Astra Radio.
At People's Bank and Trust, we value our customers. We know you have plenty of choices for your mortgage loans, but we think we have what you're looking for: relationship banking. And if you're considering refinancing or purchasing a new home, check our competitive rates before you make that change. Your payments will be made at home, and you'll receive good personalized service. That's how we've established many long-lasting relationships. Make a change, know your lender, and make your payments at home with People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When recovering from a hospital stay, being in the comfort of your home is important to heal. The compassionate home care team of nurses, therapists, social workers, and home health aides from Hospice and Home Care of Reno County can help you achieve that goal. We are your friends and neighbors, caring about our community and the people who live here. Hospice and Home Care of Reno County, your local not-for-profit agency serving a 50-mile radius of Hutchinson. We care how you live.
Smoky Hills Rock 95.5.
Welcome back in the Midway Motors broadcast booth. We have an extra period of basketball coming up, 4 minutes in overtime, as they'll try to decide this in 1 overtime. We'll see how that goes for each one of these teams. Smoky Valley and Lions knotted up at 50 apiece. Christian Ryan and Paco Espinoza at the center of the floor as Ryan tips it in to Olson. The ball was tipped into the hands of Heitschmidt by Lincoln, and Ty gets an easy layup to start the overtime. 52-50, Smoky Valley with a 2-point lead. This is Stanley with it, handing it off to Espinoza. Driving inside, adjusts. Ryan made him adjust a little bit too far. Missed the shot. The Lions have the rebound, and Espinoza scores it back the other way. 12 now for Paco Espinoza. We're tied back up at 52. Back and forth we go with 3.5 to play in overtime.
Both teams dipping down into the barrel to see what they can come up with as they scratch and claw to get a win here.
Olsen out top to, he got it to Gingler, back to Burgart. Gingler back over to Caleb, left side. Turnaround shot for Heitschmidt, banks in, and Ty hits it from the left lane line. He has 20 now. That's a season high for him after a season high 18 against Southeast yesterday.
And he's had all 4 points here in the overtime period.
Back 3 missing for Espinoza. Hamilton falling down, but still gets the rebound and then lost it, though, out of bounds back to Smoky Valley.
Dribbled it off his foot as he just didn't quite have his balance under him and could not control the ball.
Atticus Pavlovich checking back into the game for Brock Gangler for Smoky Valley. 2:57 to play in overtime. The Vikings lead by 2, 54-52. Smoky Valley looking for their 7th win, as they won just 4 games last year. Pavlovich was looking inside there for Heitschmidt. I think we have a foul from behind on Lyons, as Tegan Link is calling for his second. If you're wondering, team fouls just continue to go on from the fourth quarter into the overtime period. 3rd team foul called on Lyons. Bounce pass ends up close to half court, but Christian Ryan tracks it down here for Smoky Valley over to Braylon Olsen. Vikings are content to take a little bit of time if Lyons allows them to do so, I think. Olsen has it extended on the left wing, guarded over there by Stanley. He spins off of Stanley, kicks it over to Burgart. Caleb head fakes on a 3, back to Olsen. Olsen back into the corner. Burgart, Ryan backing in on Espinoza. Adjusts, and he's fouled. Is it on the shot or on the floor? That's the key question.
I think they're going to give him 2, aren't they?
Yeah. They called it on 0. They need to call it on 0 was the one shooting, so they need to fix that.
No, well, Ventura is on the floor.
Oh, did they call it? I thought it was on
0.
Espinoza. Okay.
They called it reach end, I think.
Okay. I didn't even see Anthony down there, but
well,
it makes sense, right?
He's not the tallest person on the floor.
5'7" and Christian's 6'8", so
yeah.
I'm like, 0's the one shooting. Christian missed the first one. He's got another one coming up.
And Christian Ryan did a great job of getting himself positioned low to receive a bounce pass in from the perimeter.
Second free throw in. Ryan has 22. And Smoky Valley back up by 3 now, 55-52. Brock Gangler back into the game for Caleb Burgart.
Let's see if Lyons can get the answer here. Smoky Valley's pushed it out to a 3-point difference.
Lions basketball. This is Stanley across half court, dribbling over the left wing. He gets a screen from Hamilton, goes back to the right side. Heitschmidt knocked it out from behind, but he a little overzealous there trying to get a steal. He gets called for his 4th foul. So one of those situations where you got to know what you've got. And he just picked up number 4, and he's not allowed another one in this game.
And he's been important here in this overtime.
Yeah,
he's got to be careful.
10 points since the start of the fourth quarter has Heitschmidt, and he's got a season-high 20 here. Out top, they look inside. Pavlovich steps in front of that pass intended for Link. Is coming up with a limp after the turnover is Stanley, and here comes Smoky Valley the other way. Second OT turnover there for Lyons, as the Vikings have it with a 3-point lead. 1:49 to play in overtime, and Link had his hands extended there as Ryan started to drive. And that's team foul number 5. We'll send Christian back to the free throw line. Tegan Link with his 3rd foul.
Yeah, both teams now will be shooting on any foul, as Smoky Valley with 4 would be picking up their 5th on their next one if they should foul.
Free throw on the way for Ryan. Nothing but net. Christian now with 23. 56-52, a 2-possession lead again for Smoky Valley. Second free throw upcoming for Christian Ryan. And that one's good. 5-point advantage for the Vikings as Ryan knocks down those 2. This is what Smoky Valley did last night in their win over Southeast. They made critical free throws down the stretch, and they were able to pull away and keep Southeast at bay there late for the 4-point win.
I thought Heights might maybe coming out. He thought he was coming out, too, to protect him, play a little offense-defense, but
yeah.
they did not, as Atticus Pavlich goes to the bench.
So it is Lions basketball, trailing by 5. They'll need a quick bucket here as they go left side for Stanley. Stanley dribbling over to the right side, a 2-possession lead for Smoky Valley with a minute and a half to play. Left side wing now, they go into the corner for Ventura. Ventura driving in, got Heitschmidt in the air, and he got it to go up and in. Anthony Ventura with his first basket of the game for Lyons. Back to a 1-possession lead for Smoky Valley, 57-54 with a minute 15 remaining. Christian will keep dribbling out there unless somebody stops him as he drives into this lane. Head fake on Espinoza, and he gets the roll. Early in the clock there on that possession for Ryan, but he got it to go. He's got 26.
He's so heady inside, just great body control.
59-54, 1 minute to play. Hamilton finally misses for Lyons from the left corner. That's his first miss in 9 shots in this game. Ryan has the rebound, and Quantick gets called for the foul. He wanted him to call it a little bit earlier. You could tell he was kind of frustrated, so he made sure they knew he fouled the second time around, right? Christian Ryan going to the free throw line with 50.2 on the clock, and the Vikings leading by 5.
And Ryan, a really good free throw shooter, shooting, what, over
77% this year after yesterday, yeah. Free throws coming up here for Christian. And nothing but net on the first one.
And that's what wins ball games in the final stanza or overtime is you've got to convert from the free throw line, and Christian Ryan has done it here in this overtime period.
He was 7 of 7 against Southeast yesterday and 4 for 4 in the fourth quarter. He misses this one, though. He's 4 of 6 in overtime at the free throw line for Smoky Valley. And coming up the floor, a timeout called by Coach Z, Zurio Reyes, and Lyons. 46.1 on the clock, and a 60-54 Viking lead here in overtime. It's a full timeout. We'll take 30 seconds. This is coverage of midseason tournament weeks presented by Hutch CC on Ad Astra Radio.
Living the sweet life at So Swedish in Lindsborg. Explore Swedish candies you won't find anywhere else. Plus all the classic favorites you love. Bring the kids or just the kid in you. Living the sweet life at So Swedish, downtown Lindsborg.
At Mid-Kansas Credit Union, we live by our motto, grounded in the past, growing for the future. We are a full-service credit union with offices in Mound Ridge and Buhler. Mid-Kansas Credit Union would like to wish all the athletes the best of luck as they compete this season.
Smoky Hills Rock 95.5.
Welcome back in the Midway Motors broadcast booth. Fifth place game on the boys' side here from Sterling at the Sterling Invitational Ora Shields Activities Center. As Smoky Valley has a 6-point lead in OT over Lyons, 60-54. Doug, the Lions need quick shots here now, trailing by 6 with 46 seconds left.
Need quick shots, need to score on every possession. If you don't get a steal on the inbounds, you probably better find someone to foul.
Yep.
I don't think I would pick Ryan
to
shoot free throws. I'd find somebody else.
Inbound play to Charles Stanley. He's had a step back 3. Big if it goes. It doesn't. Rebound middle of the lane ripped out by Ty Heitschmidt for Smoky Valley, and he's fouled by, I believe, Espinoza, but it might be Ventura. Last time I thought it was Paco, it was Ventura. So I'm going to wait and see what they call here.
This time you got it right with Paco.
Espinoza, his second. Free throws coming up for Ty Heitschmidt this time. His first attempts of the game. He's just a 46% free throw shooter on the season for Smoky Valley. What do they say about those that have the low free throw percentage late in games? They're going to make them. Ty makes the first one.
He's had a really special ball game.
21 points for Ty Heitschmidt. 27 for Christian Ryan, now 22 for Ty. Two-headed monster on the inside. This is what Smoky Valley wins games with, Ty Heitschmidt and Christian Ryan. Again, they're two guys that are averaging double figures. Christian at 22.5, Ty at 12.5 coming in.
And they've both made free throws here in the overtime, which is huge also.
8-point lead, 62-54, just over 30 seconds left. Espinoza misses a 3. Ryan skies up for the rebound and has it for Smoky Valley, and a foul on Lyons.
Good job of protecting the basketball by Christian Ryan, knowing that if he just covered it up, he was going to get fouled, and he'll go back to the free throw line, see if he can add to his total.
Taking link with his 4th personal, and Ryan has a chance to get this out to a 10-point lead here in overtime. It was 50-50 at the end of regulation. It's been a 12-4 overtime so far for the Vikings.
From Preston Busenitz, Mound Ridge defeats Sacred Heart 64-41. It'll be Mound Ridge and Heston in the championship on Monday.
Here we go. Ryan with a free throw that rattles in there. 63-54 the score. And Christian looking to get it out to a 10-point lead. Second one on the way, and that one rolls over to the left missing. Link has the rebound for Lyons. Espinoza, the quick outlet. Heitschmidt steps in front, saves it in, and it goes back in to the backcourt, out of bounds to the Smoky Valley bench. What a move there by Ty. It didn't end up working out for Smoky Valley, but a heady play by Heitschmidt.
Absolutely. From Scott Hogan, Southeast of Saline girls are leading Hugoton 29-16. Looks like Southeast of Saline may pick up their first championship here in the Sterling Invitational. They haven't
shoots
won
a
it.
three from the left side. It's blocked out by Braylon Olson as we're back into play here. And a rebound for Brock Gingler, and Lyons is going to let the clock run out here. 63-54 is the final score as Smoky Valley finishes 5th place here at the Sterling Invitational. And a 9-point win for the Vikings. Again, 63-54, the final score. Smoky Valley moves to 7-4 on the season. And Lyons, with the loss, dropping to 6-8. Again, it was a battle all the way through, and Smoky Valley with a big overtime frame, outscoring Lyons 13-4 in OT to pick up the 9-point win, 63-54, the final score. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back with our Vikings Locker Room Show on KLBG. This is coverage of midseason tournament weeks presented by Hutch CC on Ad Astra Radio.
This has been a presentation of the Ad Astra Sports Network. More local sports online at adastraradio.com or download the Ad Astra Radio app. This is Smoky Hills Rock 95.5.
Power is in their name. Ag Power Inc. CarQuest of Hillsboro is your complete auto parts and outdoor power equipment store for your family, farm, and ranch. Need an oil change, battery, or parts? Ag Power Inc. has the brands you know and trust. Come by and see the difference on the north side of Hillsboro on Orchard, right next to the Dollar General. Conveniently open weekdays from 7:30 to 6 and Saturdays 7:30 to 4. Ag Power Inc. CarQuest of Hillsboro is your source for Hustler mowers and Husqvarna power products. Stop in today.
Kansas. Trust the power of blue for your CanCare plan. Families trust Healthy Blue for doctor visits and prescriptions. New and expecting moms trust Healthy Blue for pregnancy support. And Healthy Blue provides extra benefits for your whole family. Choose the brand Kansans have trusted for more than 80 years. Visit choosehealthyblue.com/KS for more details. Trust the power of blue.
Struggling to catch your breath? Whether it's asthma, COPD, or pulmonary dysfunction, Hutchison Pulmonology Associates are here to help you breathe easier and live life to the fullest. Don't let breathing problems hold you back. With expert care and personalized treatment, we're here for you every breath of the way. Visit hutchregional.com or call 620-513-4800 today. Breathe better, feel better with Hutchison Regional.
This is Tori Tipp with State Farm Insurance on the square in Lyons. We believe in being a good neighbor, and that means more than just great insurance. At Tori Tipp State Farm, we think supporting our community serves our customers just as much as the proper insurance coverage. Stop in and see us today and let us know how we can serve you, whether it's home, auto, life, health, or just a cup of coffee. Tori Tipp State Farm Insurance, 620-257-3106. And like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Smoky Hills Rock 95.5.
Welcome back here from the Midway Motors broadcast booth. The Vikings Locker Room Show. Smoky Valley wins in our boys contest, 63-54 over Lyons to take 5th place here at the Sterling Invitational, as Smoky Valley gets 28 from Christian Ryan for the second straight night, 22 from Ty Heitschmidt, new career high for him for the second straight night as well. And you can do that math, right? That's 50.
That's a lot of points.
Out of 63 points for Smoky Valley. And Lyons scored 54 as a team, right? And so, but Quantick Hamilton had an outstanding night, 20 points for him, 8 of 9 from the floor, and 3 for 4 from three-point land. His only miss was in overtime, and Quantick definitely provided a lot for Lyons here in this one, kept them in it. Link had a big game in double figures with 13, 10 points for Paco, or actually 12 for Paco. He scored a bucket in the overtime frame. So 3 players in double figures for Lyons as well. So you're really looking at 2 teams that laid it all out there tonight, and Smoky Valley got the more plays there in overtime.
In the overtime.
The 9-point win.
Lyons, this is their 3rd overtime game. They have yet to win one in overtime. They can get there, but then the other team seems somehow to come away with the victory. And credit that to Ryan and Heitschmidt, as they were special for Smoky Valley.
Absolutely. Again, a 28-point night for Christian. He finishes 6 of 10 from the free throw line for Smoky Valley, and 11 of 17 from the floor there for Ryan. And Ty Heitschmidt made his only 2 free throw attempts that he had there in the overtime period, and put Smoky Valley in the position there late. And and it helped extend on that lead for the Vikings down the stretch in overtime as they get this win again by a final of 63-54. We round out scoring for Smoky Valley. 5 points for Atticus Pavlovich, all in the first half. He made a three-pointer real early in the game to help out the Vikings' cause. 2 points each for Brock Gangler, Caleb Burgard, and Titus Griffith. Merrick Anderson also had 2 off the bench for Smoky Valley. Lions tonight, again, they were led by Quantick Hamilton with 20, 13 for Tegan Lake, 12 for Paco Espinoza. Stanley hit a 3 in the third quarter as Detrell had 7. And then 2 points for Anthony Ventura. Argenis Montanez started the game and didn't score. Only 6 guys played for Lions in this game. And again, they battled, and you could tell they laid it all out on the line, like we said. And they fall short here by 9 in the end, 63-54, the final score in favor of Smoky Valley. So they finished in 5th place, and Smoky Valley has actually now won 5 of their last 6 games against Lions in this series since Lions used to be in the league. So these two teams saw each other a lot, and I'm sure you called a lot of Lions-Smoky Valley games in the past, and so it's kind of fun probably to renew this and see those.
Sometimes they would play 3 and 4 times a year, 2 in the regular season sometimes, 1 in a tournament here, possibly in the postseason tournaments also. So Southeastern Saline girls won over Hugoton. They get the championship, winning 43-21. That game went final. So only 1 game left here in the Sterling Invitational, and it's Sterling and Hugoton and the boys over at the college.
So the Southeast girls are the champions for the first time, I believe, like you said, here in the Sterling Invitational. And that's a team that is one to watch. They continue to get better. They got a lot of sophomores on their team that are really, really good. Those Southeast girls, my cousin's one of them, so I know them very well.
And they got a big boost when one of their senior players, her number's 33, I can't think of, is that Sutton Douglas?
Douglas, yep.
Sutton Douglas comes back, and she gives them some solid play in there, some senior leadership, and I've really seen that they've come on strong with her return.
So again, Smoky Valley winning this 5th place boys game over Lions in overtime, 63-54. Southeast Saline girls are the champions. Our scoreboard updates are always brought to you by McPherson Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. And also earlier today, the Smoky Valley girls picked up a win for 5th place over Kingman. We'll tell you more about that once we wrap things up on our last segment here. But once again, it is a win for Smoky Valley, 63-54. Doug, we're going to have Doug Schneider coming on in the next segment. Any last thoughts for you before we wrap this one up? I'm going to let you get home, right?
Yeah, well, I don't have far to go. It's only 8 miles, 9 miles, whatever it is. But, no, it was a good, exciting ball game. Smoky Valley got out to that. What would they lead by? 12, 14 points at one time?
Yeah, it was 34-20 was their biggest lead there. 32-18 and 34-20.
And Doug Snyder making his way here. I'm going to turn the headset over to him. It's been a privilege to work with you, Dusty. And congratulations, Doug, on the win, getting 5th place. And
here we go. Doug Higgins checking out. We're moving to Doug Schneider.
Doug Higgins probably has better things to say than I do sometimes, so I might as well turn it over to him.
Smoky Valley wins 63-54 in overtime. Coach, and we were just talking, he did have a 14-point lead at one point in the early third quarter and a couple times, and Hamilton was unreal. Like, he didn't miss until overtime, and he had 20 points for Lions, but you get 28 from Christian, 22 from Ty again, and that's 50 out of your 63 points that you score based on what I've got, and you battled, and they came back to tie it. You took it to overtime, and you guys really took control in overtime and won it by 9 in the end. Just take me through the emotions, and I know it's after another tough game last night against Southeast where all your energy was in that one, and you had to bring it again today to pick up a win over Lions.
Yeah, but, it was a tough Lions team, and
Absolutely.
They battled last night to get the win that they got as well. It was nip and tuck for them until the finish. It was a back-and-forth game for a while, and then they started to take over in that second half. But I'm a firm believer, and I'm going to go out there and do the bulletin board material and tell you that I think we have 2 of the best post players in the state and definitely within the tournament. But the problem is when we go away from that and we start doing other things, which is what we did after that midpoint in the third quarter, which is what we did Tuesday when we didn't have Christian. We went away from the things that do well for us, and our guys have to understand it's not being a knock when we're saying that other guys, we're not saying other guys can't score. We're not saying other guys can't do things. But when even my post players start drifting out on the floor further away from the game, those guys had every opportunity tonight to get every rebound, every putback, every post up. And that's not a knock on their two post players, because I thought they competed extremely hard against us. Lincoln and Espinoza are solid players inside, and I knew that was going to be a challenge for us. But I thought we got off to a great start in that first half with the opportunities that we got inside. Ty was huge, I thought, especially down the stretch, hitting some big buckets inside when Christian was not able to get in there. And then, again, like you said, we had a lot of energy expelled last night, but I thought everybody that stepped on the court for us today did a nice job. Sometimes we get stuck in those situations where it's not the fault of a sub that came in that we end up, the lead starts trickling, but we suddenly try to start going back with something else when we start to lose a little bit of that. But doggone it, we've got to learn how to not lose leads and continue to push and keep after it. And I think that's the biggest key that we've got to figure out along the way. So I was pleased with our effort tonight overall. I thought everybody stepped in and did a great job. We just got to figure out ways to maintain that throughout.
It's one of the things that we're talking about early in the season, right? Guys getting confidence in their game and doing the right things down the stretch. And now you're starting to pick up some of these wins here, and you get two of them here at the tournament. You're 7-4 now and moving in the right direction. I know, Tuesday was kind of not the way you wanted it to go, but again, Christian wasn't there for you. And so when you have your full element in, it does look and appear like they're playing together and they're playing well, but you need it for 4 quarters, 32 minutes, right?
We do. And like I said, I think Christian being gone Tuesday, we learned a lot about ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like everything was a bad thing. I think Atticus continues to gain some more confidence shooting-wise. Brock was 2 for 4 the other night from the free throw line. Tonight he's 2 for 2, and he just brings you that energy, just brings you that spirit and some things you get. Titus steps in, gives us some minutes. I thought Chandler came in. He didn't score, but again, really big on the glass in the minutes that he played tonight as well. But, we get to that point sometimes where I know guys want to score, but, we need Braylon Olsen to be that feeder and that guy that gets the ball in the post. I'd love to see him leave a game with 10 assists every single night and still dropping in 6 or 8 points or 10, wherever we can get him, and those opportunities. But I thought he was solid with the ball tonight. I thought he limited his turnovers, got his pocket picked once or twice out front, but they were quick late and they were gambling. But you're right, that consistency has to be there. We could have easily gotten on the front side of the bracket and played 2 really hard-fought games against Hugoton or Sterling or Hugoton and Scott City or whoever it would have ended up being, and maybe come out 1-2 here. So we leave here 2-1. We posture ourselves well at 7-4. We feel like we've got, I don't want to say a revenge factor, but we feel like we have the opportunity to come back full force Tuesday and see a team that we thought we could have played better against. So hopefully we can take care of that Tuesday and get the job done in Hutch.
We will see you there, Trinity Catholic Tuesday. Thanks for the time. We'll see you Tuesday.
Appreciate you.
The Vikings win it tonight in overtime, 63-54. The final score. Doug Snyder with us here on our Vikings Locker Room Show. Let's take one more time out. We come back. We will wrap it up. We'll have our play and player of the game and call it good for the Sterling Invitational here on KLBG. Stay tuned. This is coverage of midseason tournament weeks presented by Hutch CC on Ad Astra Radio.
We understand that change can be hard. If you're still holding on to your old flip phone, we might just have the deal for you. At Next Tech Wireless, you can get the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7 on us. With its convenient and pocketable design, this phone transforms into what you need when you need it. Next Tech Wireless, celebrating 20 years of connecting Kansans.
Ready to build strength that lasts? Ironworks Fitness has the equipment you need to crush your goals. Join today and make every rep count. Call or stop by 1201 South St. John in Lyons. Ironworks Fitness, where strength is forged.
Do you know which credit card works best for you? Understanding your budget and spending patterns is something First Bank does best. We'll be here to help align your financial goals and lifestyle with the card to fit your needs. Contact First Bank today to learn more. Member FDIC.
For over 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has served the unique needs of the ag industry. We get to know you and your operation, providing coverage for your farm, ranch, machinery, crops, livestock, and so much more. Find out why we've been the #1 ag insurer for 25 years. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Call Farm Bureau agent Luke Bauer in McPherson at 620-241-0225.
#1 ag insurer across our territory. 1996 to 2021 SNL P&C Group Direct Written Premium.
Ring in the new year with 120 days of MTC Fiber Internet for free. Make faster internet your easiest resolution by visiting mtc4me.com/getfibernow, calling 877-216-9951, or stopping by one of our offices in Little River, Lyons, Marquette, McPherson, or Sterling. New year, new internet with MTC Fiber Internet.
Smoky Hills Rock 95.5.
And welcome back one last time here into the Midway Motors broadcast booth on KLBG as Smoky Valley wins over Lyons 63-54. Big thanks to all the sponsors helping bring the broadcast to you here during the tournament and all season long. Some of those on the Lyons side as we are kind of tag teaming that broadcast here today, including Edward Jones, Cy Rolfs. Also, Office Products Incorporated, Kansas Central Services, Stutzman's Refuse Disposal, DJ Kaufman Agency, Heartland Soil Services. Also, big thanks to Perkins Angus Ranch, First Group Insurance, Whipco Steel Products, First Bank, Central Prairie Co-op, MTC, State Farm, Tory Tip, Bank of the Plains, People's Bank and Trust, Sterling College, Lyons Federal Bank, Lyons Rec, the Hub. We're going to have our Hub Brick Oven play of the game. And New Image Trucking and Pride Ag Resources, Ace Hardware. They're normally the sponsor of the player of the game if we're on a Lyons broadcast, but we're on the Smoky Valley broadcast, so we'll have our People's Bank and Trust player of the game coming up. Also, big thanks to Robertson Termite and Pest, Rice Community Health, Erickson Custom Building, Presenio Construction, Lyons Booster Club, and Sandstone Heights, some of the Lyons sponsors and Rice County sponsors here for this basketball game this evening. Once again, Smoky Valley wins it in overtime, 63-54 over Lyons on the boys' side to finish 5th place here at the Sterling Invitational. Leading the way for the Vikings was Christian Ryan with 28 points, 22 for Ty Heinschmidt, and the Vikings get the win by a final of 63-54. It's time for our play of the game, which is brought to you by the Hub, the Brick Oven play of the game, featuring their world-famous Brick Oven Pizza. Get your grub at the Hub, 100 South Christian in Mound Ridge. It's hard to just pick one play that's the play of the game, but I'm going to go with a couple early buckets there that Ty Heinschmidt had in overtime, and then he did a couple really good things, and then as one of the lower percentage free throw shooters on the team, he made 2 free throws down the stretch. So those 2 free throws from Ty Heinschmidt in a critical moment, I'm going to call that the play of the game. Again, the Hub Brick Oven play of the game, featuring their world famous pizza, Brick Oven Pizza. Get your grub at the Hub, 100 South Christian in Mound Ridge. Again, our player of the game brought to you by People's Bank and Trust. Community banking at its best with 21 locations in Kansas. This is People's Country, and I can't split this one today. I try to stay away from doing co-players of the game because everybody has the opportunity to get it a lot of times. But Christian Ryan and Ty Heinschmidt were both outstanding and phenomenal, especially in overtime. Ryan had 7 of his 28 points in overtime. Heinschmidt had 6 of his 22 in overtime, and they combined in overtime to go 7 out of 10 from the free throw line for Smoky Valley. Ty Heinschmidt and Christian Ryan are co-players of the game for People's Bank and Trust, community banking at its best with 21 locations in Kansas. This is People's Country. More of our sponsors include Ag Service CarQuest, Nextech Wireless, Sister Bojangles, Bank of the Plains, Smoky Valley Virtual Charter School is our title sponsor as they offer customizable curriculum at every grade level. Smoky Valley Public Schools, we champion for all students. Again, a big thanks to Bethany College, Lynchburg Community Hospital, Conklin Cars, Pleasant View Home, Idea Tech, McGee Roofing, Art Shirt Gear for Sport, and Smoky Valley Bakery, among others, for bringing the broadcast to you here tonight on Smoky Hills Rock 95.5. Smoky Valley girls took 5th place today as well with a 44-38 win over Kingman. Kingman actually led by 7 going into the 4th quarter at 26-19. But Smoky Valley got 4 3-pointers from Eiley DeBar in the 4th quarter. She finished with a career-high tying 14 points, went 4 of 5 from 3, 4 for 4 in that 4th quarter. And Smoky Valley pulls away. They outscore Kingman 25-12 in the 4th quarter for the 6-point win, 44-38. Smoky Valley finishes 5th place in girls and boys action here at the Sterling Invitational. The Vikings will be back in action coming up on Tuesday at Trinity Catholic, as Coach Doug Snyder mentioned, a chance for the Smoky Valley boys to come back and get a win over Trinity Catholic after a tough first-round loss here at the Sterling Invitational. That'll wrap it up. We want to send a big thanks out to Doug Higgins for helping us out on the second broadcast here. Big thanks to Chris Childs for running the camera all week on the Smoky Valley video stream. And also a big thanks to Aaron Kane for all the work he puts in, not only tonight, but all season long. Our studio engineer back there at the station. For all of those folks, this is Dusty Donis for the final time from the Sterling Invitational saying good afternoon, good evening, good night from Sterling, Kansas.
At Midway Motors, we are here for you for every mile of life. Whether you're shopping for a new or used vehicle or selling one, Midway Motors will buy your vehicle even if you're not in the market to buy one of ours. Just stop by one of our 5 locations and one of our appraisers will evaluate your vehicle and you can leave with a check the same day. It's fast and easy. Visit MidwayMotors.com for more information. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
This has been a presentation of the Ad Astra Sports Network, leading the way in regional sports coverage. Find local sports content online at adastraradio.com, including schedules, stories, and game day audio. KLB